Hey guys, so I'm going to catch up on my book reviews, and these are going to be some short videos because I'm not going to hold up the books that were the physical copies because it's been a while since I read them and I already put them back on the shelf. So I'm just going to blow through what I thought of each of these books, and and I'll hold up the book that I'm currently reading so you guys can see it. But besides that, all the other books have been picked up or they're on my Kindle, so I couldn't show you anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and just go jump right in. The last book I didn't review was Leaving Las Vegas by John O'Brien, and I read it from July 5th to July 11th, 2016. It was kind of a tougher read for me, so it took me longer than usual. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars though. At first, it's really slow. At first, when I was going through the first half, I'm like, oh, I'm not going to keep this. I'm going to delete it from my Kindle. I'm not enjoying this. But once the two main characters meet, it gets really good. And the sad thing is, you have to get through the first half of the book. The first half of the book, you're following the two main characters. Oh, God, I can't remember their names. Well, I remember the girl. She was Sarah. But I cannot remember the guy's name to save my life. But, once they meet each other, the book gets really good. If you don't want a brutally honest depiction of addiction, because it's about people that are stuck in places they don't want to be. Sarah is a prostitute, and she doesn't really think she can do anything else, and she doesn't have the confidence to get out, and she's pretty much accepted her fate. While the guy, oh, I really wish I can remember the guy's name. Nicolas Cage plays him in the movie, so let's just call him Nick for now. But he is a drunkard, and when I mean a drunkard, he has to drink nearly all times of the day. I'm surprised this guy lasted as long as he could because, man, he drank all the time. It was a little too philosophical for me when I got annoyed because once the two characters meet up, they are very, very, like, always spouting how they accept their fate and how they're better than some people for it a little bit. That got kind of annoying with all. It's kind of like The Fault in Our Stars, but the adult version with all the like whimsical sayings and stuff. But I still enjoyed it. I didn't really go into details of the plot, but pretty much, the guy, I'm gonna call him Nick because Nicolas Cage played him, and I can't remember the lead guy's name. He ends up going to Las Vegas in a last ditch effort to get laid, have fun, drink before he's going to succumb to alcohol poisoning and drink himself to death, essentially. And Sarah is, like I said, a prostitute that's stuck in her ways, and she accepted her fate and just goes about getting beat up by patrons and getting beat up by her pimp, and just awful, awful life. And these two people meet and they fall in love and they spend some time together. The ending is really, really sad if you have to be in the mood for a darker read if you want to read this. And also the very interesting thing is, John O'Brien committed suicide 2 weeks by gunshot before the movie version when Nicolas Cage came out. And his own father said that the novel Leaving Las Vegas was his son's suicide note. So this is really interesting background information on the author. But I highly advise you if you want a darker read or you just want to read something that's not sugar-coated about addictions and stuff like that. Some people like to read about that. Read it. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I definitely kept it on my Kindle, even though the first half is boring. The second half was just strong enough to where I'm definitely going to keep it on my Kindle. And the next review is going to be Prom Anonymous by Blake Nelson, and I'll see you guys for that one.